Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of This is B Complex. So I was just looking at the calendar. I'm like, oh my gosh. With all that's been going on, I haven't looked at the calendar. And I looked at it, I'm like, oh wow, we're going to have money this week. So the second time we go up to Lebanon this week, we'll be able to go and get something to eat. And I was looking at the Dartmouth-Hitchcock hospital website, and they only serve healthy food in their cafeteria.
Well, what do you expect? It's a hospital. Come on.
Yeah, no hamburgers.
Not?
No.
Oh, God.
At least not on their menu. I mean, they may have...
You might curl up and die.
I know. I'm like...
Start having a screaming fit in the middle of the cafeteria.
Yeah. So...
Vegetarian burger, Steven?
They might have something like that.
But those are usually nasty.
Yeah. Now, both of them are nursing. Now she just stands up. She's like... They're not getting anything. They're just... Now they're going back at it, and she's laying down to let them do it. But anyway,
I'm surprised she lets them even.
I have to see if they all have water, because I need to get some water for myself. But,
Oh, Mr. Cactus, huh? It's a cacti.
So, I'm like, okay, I would like to eat up there, because I'd like to kind of get a feel for the area, so to speak. I mean, I don't know how to explain that. But eating there one time it's not like that's gonna...
Well, you know, it's hospital food.
Yeah. So eating in the area, like...
Which has been getting better, but
yeah, it's true.
It's not what it used to be. It used to be like, nah.
And it was cold when you would get it, and it was...
They bring it up on a huge cart, and it was like a... production line food.
Yeah. Now, I remember when you would fly on the airplane and you would get actual metal silverware to use. We actually have some over here. From TWA and who knows what other
airlines. Now you're doing good to get a plastic spoon.
Yeah.
Probably.
And you actually had meals. I mean, it's not that it was necessarily good food, but it was a full meal.
Now you get a bag of peanuts if you're lucky.
Yeah. So,
and you threaten to kill the steward.
So I was looking at some, restaurants in the area, the things we don't know the area. And we can't just be running around everywhere. And some of the places I found, most of the places I found, are not cheap. So, we won't be going to anything expensive. So I'm like, there's a diner, but food up here tends to be on the bland side. At least in this area, I'm sure it's pretty much that way throughout the state.
It's nothing more than salt and pepper. They think salt and pepper is what spices there are.
And not a whole lot of salt and pepper. So.
Especially not pepper. God forbid.
Yeah. So.
You might accidentally use too much.
Yeah. So we're trying to figure out where in Lebanon would be good to get just a meal. I mean, we're not going to have a lot of money to, just throw away.
At least we figured out where that diner was at in Windsor.
Oh yeah, there's a diner in Vermont, Windsor, Vermont, that we went to once when we were up here.
Like the first year we were living here.
Yeah, and we drove and we found this place and it was good food.
Almost by accident we found it.
Yeah. Now nobody was talking to anybody. Everybody was just sitting there quiet. But the food was good. And there's also a restaurant in Claremont that we both like. It's a diner. And
what? Oh, yeah.
But they don't have jalapenos. Nobody up here has jalapenos.
Are you kidding?
Well, one place does. So
lucky the only place that have them is the Mexican restaurants.
Yeah.
They're the only people that know what to do with them.
You know, since my wife has decided on a different surgery, I don't know if we're going to wind up going up there the day before or not. It's always best to have surgery in the morning. If you look at the statistics, it's safer to have early surgery than to have a late surgery. You actually have a higher fatality rate if it's late. But
I wonder why.
They say that doctors get tired and, you know, they're not paying as much attention and the rest of the staff aren't, you know. But I don't know if, since she's changed her mind on what surgery she wants, if they'll put her under local or general.
Oh, I'm sure they do it under general. They're not going to take a chance.
Because, see, if they were doing it under local, I could just go over and get a bite to eat. But if it's under general, I'm going to stay there because I need to be there.
I'm sure it's under general anesthesia. They never do surgery under local.
Yeah.
They don't want somebody freaking out in the middle of surgery.
Yeah. So,
they're not going to take that chance.
Yeah.
Ah!
So we will, where was it we saw that guy? Oh, that was in Keene we saw that guy panhandling, wasn't it?
Huh?
There was a guy panhandling, he had a sign, he was at the street corner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You don't see that.
Petco.
Yeah, you don't see that a whole lot up here, but you do see it occasionally. Where are they, sweetie?
I don't know. In England.
Oh. So, hopefully we can find a place to, you know, eat, but not expensive, and the food is going to be good. And if we're going to have to go up there the day before the surgery, because if she's having surgery early in the morning, we're going up the day before, and hopefully we can sleep. Of course, my wife will be able to sleep the next day, but then during recovery, she's going to probably sleep too. I mean, if she's under general anesthesia, you know, that's going to be...
You sleep whether you want to or not.
Yeah, yeah. So, I don't know how long the surgery will take, you know, and they can only estimate because once they get in there, you know, it may be easier, it may be harder, there may be complications, there may not be, they may realize, oh, look, we don't have to do this, this, and that we usually do, so it won't take as long. But just as long as they take care of her. Because if they don't take care of her, that doctor may have been taller than me, but...
He's going to get his ass beat.
Yeah, he's going to get it, you know. So...
Yeah, if my brother was there, he'd definitely get clobbered.
No, so... I'm going to be there.
Because my brother is almost 6'2". It's like, he may be getting up in his years, but he's still got some fight in him.
Yeah, so,
especially when it's his only sister. It's like, you better do it right, Buster.
So the hospital told us there's it's a hostel in Lebanon, or the Lebanon area.
Lebanon area.
It's probably for the backpackers on the Appalachian Trail.
2 twin beds in a room. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Lord.
But, you know, hostels...
You're going to put us on a twin bed? Oh, shit.
Hostels used to be $5 a night in a lot of places, and now they're like hotels. And I'm like, that's not a hostel experience, you know? But...
198, my blood sugar is.
198? Well...
I haven't had took my insulin yet either.
Okay. Well, remember, it was being over 200 for a while.
Well, that was the way I was eating, too.
But, you know, I mean, if the hostel's going to cost the same as a hotel room, we might as well just get a hotel room.
Free.
Yeah, we can talk to them, she said, and, you know, let them know our situation, and that way then we wouldn't have to pay.
Well, I think it's like for people who are at the hospital, they let them stay free.
Mm.
Okay, cats, look.
They're both...
They're in the crook of my elbow, and I had to, like, reposition them to get my arm around them without dislocating my elbow.
You notice we got all the clothes, see? That was all piled up. We have it all folded and most of it put away. Still have those 2 baskets. We have to clean out the chair because I need a place to sit. And
yeah, you can just hang from the ceiling.
yeah, and
I'm kind of getting irritated with our landlord. I know I shouldn't be, but don't like being ordered around.
So,
Don't take well to it.
well, you know, this place, the hospital, there we go. The hospital up in Lebanon, they've been really helpful. They've been really nice. I'm amazed at the care that they're not just providing my wife care, they're providing me care.
Yes.
You know, and I deeply appreciate that. That they include us as a whole.
Yeah, like, here, show them my one-arm glasses and tell them what they said about those. Yeah, I can't see shit now. Hey.
And this is a lucky boy.
Lucky boo-boo.
And what they said is New Hampshire Medicaid, not Medicare, New Hampshire Medicaid, will pay for both an eye exam and one pair of eyeglasses. So my wife can get...
Well, you need a pair, too.
But my Medicaid only pays for my Medicare premium. So I have to pay...
You still need a pair of glasses.
Yeah, and because I haven't had them in a long time. And
if somebody hadn't stepped on them, he did. Not me. Don't blame me.
I've had them in my hoodie. So we're talking about the winter or the spring.
You did that in the summer, didn't you?
Or was it the summer?
Yeah, you did it like May or something.
Oh, okay. Well, so I need...
Bigfoot over there.
I can't read anything. I mean, look at this. I can't read that. I can read this, but that's only because I know what's on it because I put it on there and because it's so large. But I can read the big print right there, but that's all I can read on this. And
give him a book and he's screwed.
Yeah, you know, and the thing is, a pair of dollar at the dollar store, a pair of dollar reading glasses are better than a $15 pair at Walgreens.
And would you believe I let him do the driving?
Yeah. I have to have bifocals, but maybe they'll do a better job.
At least trucks and cars are big enough they can see them.
Yeah. Maybe they'll do a better job at examining my eyes up here, but anyway. So we're going up there. We're going to have some money, so we'll be able to get gas. We'll be able to get something to eat.
Yeah, well, I'm worried about the first trip, but we're going to have enough.
Well, they gave us that card.
Well, we've used a couple of them too, remember?
Yeah.
And the car is dinging right now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I think it's the uphill, downhill shit, you know.
Yeah. And there's some of the roads to and from, some of those roads, gosh. You're really going up, you're really going down. So when you go down at such a steep grade, you have to hold on to the brakes. You have to press the brakes pedal.
I think we need to have the brakes
examined. Yeah. And
maybe that's because we don't have the lid on the fluid thing.
Yeah.
Well, Tom said buy a new master cylinder and use the lid from it.
How much would that cost?
He said probably about $12.
Oh.
And
so
just keep the rest of it, you know.
Yeah. So anyway, folks, so we're just thinking about, you know, I'm glad that the month...
My brother used to be a mechanic, so he knows enough for basic things, you know. He was, a long time ago he was a mechanic, but these modern cars he's not so good with, but basic things like brakes and stuff, it doesn't change that much.
No. So we have to head up Wednesday. Then we have to go back Thursday. And what time on when?
I don't know. I have to get the paper.
Oh.
I think it's bright and early.
Okay. So
they want us up there at the crack of dawn.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to have to kidnap a rooster or something.
So we're going to be going up, and hopefully we'll be able to get something to eat on Wednesday or Thursday. Excuse me, Thursday. This means we're spending a lot of money on gas.
Yes.
This means I need to call my uncle.
And what is it like? $25 gives us about a fourth of a tank, I think.
No, 25 gives us about a half.
No.
$40 will fill up the tank.
Okay.
So it's okay. So we'll just get up there and see what we can do, and hopefully get something to eat. And what I want to do is this. If you can see that, it's a breast cancer awareness ribbon. They were free at Dartmouth-Hitchcock, Lebanon. And I want to get like a little ribbon, a cloth ribbon, to put onto my keychain, something similar to what we used in Weeblos, and hang it off of here and put the pin on that. There's nothing I can really put the pin on here right now. But anyway, so that's all I had to say. Bye bye.